Hello, Internet. Although I shouldn't be greeting you, this gentleman should be greeting you.
Gentlemen? I think not. Hello, people of the interwebs. I am... should I use my new YouTube name or something? Is it random? Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And we're doing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In 3D.
What? No.
Yeah, everyone put on your 3D glasses now.
And we're gonna erase this file. Because of, interruptions earlier. Which will not be named.
Because of complications
Yes.
from internet friends.
Yes. God, I hate this cold.
Anyway, Ari is a new Let's Player, and I am known as, well, the main name I'm probably known by is Shinkosai SK or Shinko, and I also
Valley of Hyrule. Long have I served as a guardian spirit. I'm known as the Deku Tree. I missed the first part again.
Are we just redoing it again?
Yes. The children of the forest, the Kukiri, live here with me. And this little brat is being a dick. Oh no. Each Kukiri has his or her own guardian fairy. Chris, introduce yourself.
What?
However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy, because he sleeps with his eyes open.
No, it's,
Chris, introduce yourself.
What? Hi.
Really quickly before he interrupts you.
Hi, I'm Chris, and, yeah.
Game in the cage.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna put your channel description anyway, so if you all
Wow.
oh yeah, Chris is game in the cage. Totally wasn't lying.
What I was saying before I got interrupted with the reading of dialogues, though, was I have a YouTube page. I do basically I'm a jack of all trades when it comes to computers. I do like little bits of everything, gadgety bits,
And
making
he'll help
videos
me
and stuff.
edit. He's helping us the editing.
Yes, and I've also done Let's Plays, which will probably get
Let's
linked
Play.
in the video somewhere.
Let's play. Single let's play.
I did do, yeah, that's true. I did do
Alright.
one game entirely, and other ones a little
Navi,
bit.
where art thou? Come hither. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words. The words of the Deku Tree. How are you supposed to say it? Is it Deku or Deku?
Why don't you look it up on the Wikipedia?
Oh, no, wait,
comment down
Deku.
below.
No, we don't
Dost
care about
thou
your
sense
opinions.
The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kukiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deteriorating outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power, is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey, and not stop believing. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth, because great power comes with great responsibility.
You had to make that joke.
The second time, yes, I had to make that joke. Navi, go now, find our young one, and get the way together.
Spoilers, somebody dies.
I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly away now. The fate of the forest, nay, the world depends on thee. And now begins the story of Navi, our hero of the game. Our heroine of the game.
That makes sense.
Because Navi's totally a hero. We don't play as anyone else. Hello. Hello.
Hello. She doesn't say hello, she just goes, hello.
Hey. I think that's the only time she says hello. That little voice clip right there, I think that's also used for Rudo in the Jabu Jabu's Valley. The third dungeon of the game.
That's an entirely different story.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. So here's Link, who's awake and sleeping while his eyes are open.
Awake,
and he's
awake
blinking.
and sleeping. What? What?
He's sleeping with his eyes open. He's even blinking.
This is cutting-edge graphics. Do not question it.
Hello, Zoretta. Wake up. The great
How can you,
Dickatry wants
how
to
can you
talk to you.
possibly, how can you possibly question one of the greatest games ever made? How can you do it?
Easily.
How can you live
It's a
with
Nintendo
yourself?
64.
Yeah.
Can Hyro's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Well, of course, I wake up at 12 o'clock at night every day. Or
Check out
at night,
Lazy Boy
12
with his new
12
single.
o'clock at night, what?
12 at noon.
This is Lazy Boy with his new single. Hey, listen.
You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The great Dickatry asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Dickatry has summoned you. Let's get going right now. Before his turn ends. And then the monsters will get the fight.
What?
Don't
This
you know
is not an RPG.
It is an RPG.
No, it's not.
It is. If you actually search it up on the Wikia page, it's an RPG. It's an action RPG or an adventure RPG.
It's not that type
Yeah,
of
that's,
RPG.
yeah. Someone actually said to me today, who was like a Zelda fanboy, that Legend of Zelda series is the greatest games ever made. And then when I got him to say, well, okay, if Legend of Zelda didn't exist, what would be the greatest game ever made? He said nothing.
Yahoo! Hi, Zoranon. Oh wait, I did a Zoranon.
Wow.
I made a typo in my own name. Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna re-record this. Alright, so now we get to play as Navi.
You just have to cut it down to the highlights. That's all.
Now we get to play as Navi.
You know when
Because
I
that's
done.
totally a hero. And
You know,
we need to collect 40 rupees to get a Deku shield. And we also have to fight a Kakiri sword. Because
You know the Sonic-
Midol, which is an annoying little brat, is not gonna let us through without a sword and shield. Because it can't just punch everything in the face.
This isn't Minecraft.
Or Street Fighter. Or any game in that matter. Any game that has punching, it isn't. So, if you come into this house, you'll get a free 11 rupees and a heart. Because stealing is good. This teaches kids...
I love stealing.
Yeah, this teaches kids that stealing is good. The more you know, knowledge is power, G.I. Joe, etc., etc. Although you should be saying that. That's like your thing. That's good. That etc. thing is your thing.
Etc. etc.
Yeah. Alright, so, to get the sword, you have to go through that maze of fences, and then come in here. There'll be about 10 rupees.
You could get lost in that maze for hours.
20 rupees right there. And you come up into this chest. This is like the big chest of all the editors. Like, oh look, Link found the Triforce in here. Link found an AK-47. Link found Mario. This is a hidden treasure of Kuri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight.
Can I just ask a question though, Internet? Is Legend of Zelda really listed as an RPG? Because the fanboy I was talking to earlier was saying that if it wasn't for Legend of Zelda, we wouldn't have MMORPGs.
It's not really an MMO. It's like a sandbox RPG. Or
But RPGs have like leveling up systems. This doesn't have one.
well, it is an RPG because like you can't really just go around killing everything like Dynasty Wars or something.
Personally, I'd call it like a sandbox adventure
It's
game.
an action-adventure RPG. Because if you think of like Kingdom Hearts, there is leveling up in that, but it is an RPG because you level up with the items you get, the different items that you get.
That's an action RPG.
Yeah, this is an action-adventure RPG because of the items that you get. Because you know, Big Goron sword. Oh wait, spoilers. The Kakiri sword and.
Oh, please don't get started on the big Goron sword.
Oh yeah, I made you do that little quest. It's very worth it though.
Now be quiet.
Dude, Dude, you'll thank me later when you get to that temple. The temple I'm telling you to do before the other temple. Yeah, I'm recording it. Let's cut grass. Because that's what you do in a Zelda game, you cut grass.
Oh, the lawn gives you money.
Open the door, get on the floor. There's some good ways to get money. You go into the house.
Cutting grass. Just like real life.
Cutting grass, which gives you rupees. And then there's this little thing up here. And you walk up on top of this house. Well, not on top of the house. I need to get on that bridge. No, I only need 40 rupees, so I'm just gonna cut grass. Oh, here's a little way. These platforms right here. Jump on them. These are the long platforms. I haven't played this in months. There we go.
True facts. I got to the part on this game where you become adult Link, and I thought you couldn't go back again, so I rage quit.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The only Legend of Zelda.
When you're in the curry shop, if you come up here, there's 5 rupees, so that can also help you.
The only Legend of Zelda I finished was the Wii.
The Twilight Princess?
Yeah.
Alright, now we get to buy the Deku Shield for 40 rupees. You got the Deku Shield. Now equip it to on the stove screen. Press R to crouch to defend. If you press R while you target it, you can move while defending. I don't want anything. How much are your Deku sticks?
$5.
They're not worth. Don't bother buying them. You can get them really easy. That's one of the few things I do know about that game.
No, I know, but Deku sticks are extremely good. Cause don't you know about that little trick with the Deku sticks where they do more power than the Fairy Stick they do as much as the Master Sword?
I don't know that trick. I only know that it's easy to get Deku sticks.
From the Deku Bombas. But they actually do, as Deku Sticks does as much power as the Master Sword. So really, if you use the Deku Sticks instead of your sword, you do twice as much damage. This is my doll, he's a brat.
I'm so glad that there isn't achievements on Nintendo games, because do you know why? They probably make you finish the game with a Deku Stick. Knowing Nintendo, they probably would.
I would love that. Alright, well, I'm completely skipping over Mido's stuff, but no one cares about him. Everyone hates him. His parents didn't love him, so he got rid of him.
And he will die alone.
Forever alone. Alright, so over here, we get into our first enemies. Oh my god. Think about it. Break the Deku sticks. You got a Deku stick. Oh my god. Set it to the C and swing the C. When you want to put it away, stand still and press the A button. This is so exciting. I should probably go into the moves. So if you press B button, Link will swing his sword around. And cutscene. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Where are your killer mustache?